So they're still setting up, guys. Could we be moving then? Could it be moving?
We're not sure. I don't think so. They are supposed to be here. That's why they've agreed with us to be. We'll check elsewhere just in case. But nothing's been heard of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am live, by the way.
Yeah, no worries. There's always time, isn't there? But,
well, on Facebook, on Twitter, they didn't say, they said 5:30 start.
Okay, alright, perfect.
So, that's how I find it all out.
Yeah,
is by Twitter.
I'll let them know. Thank you. Sorry.
I was just going to say. C'est comme des gars.
Right, guys, I'm live. I will not be talking to you guys really tonight. It might be used by another channel, so yeah, I am Lisa. Were you here last week? Were you here last week? Oh, YouTube. I'm a YouTuber. I don't know. What are you? Have you got a channel?
Specifically this subject or anything?
Any content. I go to the mall and film. I live stream now as well for my safety as well. So, was it mental last week?
Yeah, it's pretty.
I wish I came.
Pretty scary.
I wish I came. That would be good footage. Have you got a channel as well or no?
About 25, it's much more than yeah, I get. I think it's just
Guys, I'm just going to message 2C.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
That's it.
Is it all the way up? Testing. Brightness is great. About that, not anything more.
lot of people decide to help you. Still, quite pushing your own view for and that's why that's the confusion. Most people can help you.
Look at like school.
Testing.
Free, free. Free, free. Free, free. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is the. Israel is the. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. From the sea to the river. From the sea to the river. From the sea to the river. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a. Israel is a. Israel is a. Israel is a. Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry. 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 Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
62 of a picket against the genocidal Israeli ambassador who lives about 250, 300 yards from here. This picket is sponsored by the International Jewish Anti-Zionist Network and by the Jewish Network for Palestine. And the ambassador is the one who said on television she was quite prepared to come in Gaza. And let me tell you, as Jewish organizations sponsoring this picket, we know, there's no question that that's what she's doing. And she has supported all the actions of the genocidal IDF. She's also the one who on television, probably her, right, we are calling for her expulsion. Kick her out! Kick her out! Kick her out! I should also mention, we talk about the Zionists, and she's a leading Zionist. But believe me, in the United States, there are 30 million Christian Zionists, more Christian Zionists in the United States alone than there are Jews in the whole world. It's the Zionists that we want to be brought to account. Wherever they are, whether they're in the White House, in Whitehall, in Downing Street, wherever they are responsible for mass murder, and they must take responsibility for that, and they must be called out. And I want to say further that this is an anti-racist picket. We will put up with no Islamophobia, no anti-Semitism, no anti-black
I recognise
racism,
you from somewhere.
No, I've never seen you
No,
before.
we might not be
kind
you
of
then.
supremacy
We all look the same,
of
mate.
any sort. No Jewish supremacy, no white supremacy. Thank you. But it is also an open mic, so we're ready to hear from you about what you have to say against this genocide that's going on in Gaza and now being spread
It's the
frankly,
police.
to the West
It's the
Bank.
police. It's fine.
And unfortunately, the Palestinian Authority is acting at the behest of the Zionists in Jerusalem and behaving like Zionists. And our sister Sarah to tell everybody about the rules that we live by on this picket, to try and prevent arrests at the behest, as it often happens, of the Zionists, the few who come now to do their filming and think that they're doing something bravado and keep on talking in the police ears and trying to get them to do something against us. Sister Sarah!
It's a bit you guys love. What telling them what they can and can't say to the police. Imagine when you do Section 50 on them.
You know, there's a fantastic core of people that are here every week, and we thank IJAN for all the organizing behind the scenes that keeps this picket going and keeps it on the road. And I know, it's cold and it's winter, but we never forget that over 45,000 people have been slaughtered in Gaza, mostly women and children. That newborns are starving and freezing to death. That people are struggling for something to eat. The water is toxic. The homes are destroyed. The churches, the schools. And so every week we come here so we never forget. And we never forget the horrors that are being done. Okay, I know that most of us here, and I think there might be a few new people, but we know the saying everybody can be safe and welcome. So we ask people, please don't engage with the Zionists. They're much less around, but there are one or two who come every week and they film and they try to provoke and they try to get people arrested. So we just turn our backs on them. They are infuriating and they completely lost their humanity, but we don't engage with them. We don't give them the time and energy. Second of all, we ask, please don't engage with the police. If they want to chat with you, tell a steward. And there should be a couple of people in our speech, but we know they're few and far between, and we need them to call out the others. And we need that to happen. But until that happens, please don't chat with the police. Also, keep in mind, if you're having a chat with the police, the Zionists will be standing on their shoulder to take down your name, take a picture of you, etc., etc., make a note of what you say, and try to get you arrested. So those are the rules of the picket. Additionally, as we leave, we stay together and we watch each other's backs. And also, please try to have a buddy if you have a phone number of somebody, because if you go away from the picket and something happens, you need to be able to call a friend and let them know what's happening. The Israeli authorities have actually finally admitted that the allegations of rape and sexual assault that were meant to have happened on the 7th of October, there's no evidence at all. And this is coming. Lauren Gantz, who's a former lead prosecutor in Israel, they said there are no women's organizations as well, and they said there have been no reports of rape. So all along, since the 7th of October, people have been saying that it's a lie, but the Zionists have kept repeating it as part of their narrative, and the media have sat by and let them repeat that over and over again. And it's really good that that's come out. Okay, it's worth mentioning that as far back as March 2, 2023, the United Nations experts had already debunked those lies. And they said that there was they could not verify or prove that any such rape had happened.
Boy, can you send us
So
the
that's
truth
been
these
known
days
all this time. And finally, they're speaking the truth. I just wanted to go on and mention the media is really under scrutiny as never before. The BBC, there have been staff speaking out, there have been leaked emails, there have been all sorts of ructions inside the BBC because the journalists are being told not to mention the word genocide and to distort the picture of what's happening. So it's really important that on the 18th of January, the next big march is to rally outside the BBC. So it's really important that we go there. The hashtag for the event is We Will March, which is a very good one. So please share that widely, and we hope to see you on the 18th. We have to keep on with the big marches as well as the smaller pickets and all the other BDS work. Rural area, but people have been doing BDS work to get rural area, but people have been doing BDS work to get the local council to withdraw bonds on which are promoting Israel. Also, our colleagues in the Bay Area, there's been a big initiative there which has stopped the local council from investing in bonds for Israel. There's a company called Caterpillar. We know Caterpillar. Anyway, it's so outrageous. They sell armored bulldozers to Israel. And when the army went into Gaza, of Caterpillar were recruited into the military and are working on the front line with the IDF. So that's how close these companies are linked to the genocide. Anyway, the people in this outside the Bay Area, I forgot the name of the county. They got together. It was Muslim, Arab, people of color, trade unions. They lobbied the local council. They had hundreds of people go inside. 2 women in our network, in iJan's network, gave evidence. They just tore the place up. And they got the county to withdraw $20 million investment, including from Caterpillar, but other bonds. And one of the groups they formed is actually called BAD, which is Bay Area for divestment. Yes, anyway, it's a good name. Yes, on that note, I finished. Just wanted to share that news, and thanks everybody again for coming. If you have news from where you are, or what you're doing, please come to the open mic and make use of it. Thanks again, everyone.
That's fabulous. And I know my sister over here, Carol, sometimes has to leave early, so I'm going to bring her onto the mic in a minute. But I did want to add a couple of things. First of all, to remind us all about who Ottaveli is. She's the person that opposes mixed marriages. Can you believe that? In the year 2025, opposing mixed marriages? It reminds me, you hear from my American accent, I have ties to the United States. And all that reminds me of is the Ku Klux Klan, because that's exactly what the Ku Klux Klan always. And what we like is people, whatever, to be joining with each other, whether it's in marriage or in united alliances against all supremacy without mixed marriage.
Hello, I'm glad Sam mentioned mixed marriages. Now, my nephew, he's the only person in the family, just to be honest, I really love, and I love his family. He is married to the daughter of a Black Panther. So the children are, of course, dual heritage, and they are only little, and they already, one is 6, one is 8, and they know from the river to the sea, which I think is wonderful. What I came to really talk to you about is what happened yesterday. I went to a art gallery called P21 near Euston or King's Cross, I don't know.
Guys, just keep them moving.
It's
It's impossible for them.
It's a Palestinian place, and I with a friend, and I wanted to see a film, an American film. And when I tried to see the film before, the people in the gallery said, no, this is too harrowing, you're not allowed to see it. And when I tried to walk down, they barred the way. But as I had a friend, they at last agreed I could watch this film. I wish I'd taken their advice. I saw horrible things. We were dead. It was absolutely horrible. And after the film, I went to have coffee, and the person who owns the cafe said, after the film, did you go and look at the artwork? We both said yes. It was all not figurative, but what came into his mind. And so we waited and we talked to the artist, and he said, what did you think of my artwork? And we were lucky we could honestly say excellent. And he said, I used to be a journalist, but I had to give it up because there are no words I can think of that describe the genocide. There is no way I can describe what I saw in Palestine, and I thought the only way I can express it is by doing some artwork. Anyway, he was so interesting and so humble. We talked to him for over an hour, and it made me feel so humble. There was a young Palestinian, or young to me, 51, and he, it is, Sam, it is, young to me, and he was so real. He made you feel, if this is the sort of people that come out of Gaza, what a wonderful, wonderful set of people they must be. I thought I'd share this with you. I'm not talking about my family as I usually do, or showing off as I usually do, but I will end in my usual way. From the river to the sea. From the sea to the river. We'll live forever. And I will have to leave a little early today.
Okay. Thank you very much, Carol. It is important to remember all the time that the main victims of this have been women and children. 70%. We know of the deaths of something like 30,000 women and children, and several hundred of those have been infants under the age of 1. It is unbelievable. And, you know, what always blows me of them have been killed by the Israelis.
They're Gaza people. They're reporting for Al Jazeera and other Arab stations. That's what our politicians need to listen to and look at.
That's right. But of course, they don't believe Palestinians know humanitarian crisis in Gaza. As someone is saying, let her children starve. We don't want her children to starve. We don't want anybody's children to starve. But the idea, you know, I hate to say it, I'm Jewish. But if it were Jewish kids that were starving, we would hear something else from these politicians. And we should be hearing it for any kids that are starving, whether they're Jewish or Eritrean or Sudanese, Congolese. Unfortunately, you can name all of the different genocides that are frankly going on. But the lead one, because it's happening on television, which makes all the others possible, frankly, is the genocide that's going on in Gaza. And that's why we are here for week 62 of this picket. And we're not going anywhere until that genocide stops. Sybil, are you here to give us some more chants? Nope. I give it to the queen here.
Viva, viva! Viva, viva! Viva, viva! Viva, viva! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! From the sea to the river! From the sea to the river! Viva
Your lights on.
You have something coming out.
Once you hide your feet, man.
Thanks for coming again. Just a couple of announcements about action. So if you fancy some culture tomorrow, come to King's Cross at 5:30. Join just through 6:30. Sorry. Cross
Oh, sorry.
in front
It's
of the station. A slow and gentle march up the hill, and then we will pick it outside Sadler's Wells. Second thing is, on the 20th of January, which is in a couple of weeks, Camden Friends of Palestine and Camden PSC have been working on Camden Council. We had deputations to them. We've spoken in the gallery. People have been thrown out for holding up the word genocide. We would really appreciate your support outside the council there at 6:30 on the 20th of January. They may well close the public gallery, but if we're outside, we can make a lot of noise. The last thing I wanted to say really is about the PSC march and the banning of the start of the PSC march outside of the BBC. I don't really see how they can stop us, to be honest. We will march on that day, and we will march from the outside the BBC. So please make sure you come to that as well. One final thing about the comments of rape. Every accusation is a confession, is it not? They kept shouting at
Are you
us
guys
rape
on next
apologies
weekend?
off our streets.
Say that
Are you on
again,
next
They're going to have to
weekend?
find a different
I won't
chant
be,
now, won't
no.
they? Because they're
But
talking
I'd say
There will
about
be a lot
themselves.
of arrests at that one.
Solidarity, thank you very
BBC.
much.
Yeah, no, I'm
BBC.
not
Thank you,
working
Hannah from PSC, Camden.
It's going to be funny though. It's going to be
Right.
hysterical. With me
You know,
live
we're always
streaming it
international in
on the
this.
18th. There's about
And I
5,
do
6
wanna
of us
point
going to
out-
be there all filming.
Really?
Yeah.
A group of activists
So,
held a silent protest in Tel Aviv on January 3rd, condemning the Israeli attacks on journalists in Palestine's Gaza. They were all women, and they were dressed in black. On January 5th, activists from the Israeli anti-genocide, anti-apartheid group, Radical Bloc, gathered at the main gates of the Israeli occupation forces, the IOF headquarters, and the Ministry of Defense in Tel Aviv to confront Israeli troops with the reality of the genocide Israel is committing in Gaza. The walls are beginning to break down, and the people, even in Israel, are coming out and announcing the truth. Telling the truth is about bloody time. All right, I now call on our sister Agnes. Agnes is a genocide survivor. She survived the Holocaust.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me? Good. Okay. I'd just like to speak about hope, a little bit about hope. And okay, so 2 weeks ago I was here and I made an unscheduled impromptu speech. Very short, but it was very unscheduled and very impromptu, and I couldn't remember afterwards what I said. That annoyed me. So Sam very kindly arranged a YouTube link for me to watch what I said. Then I asked his permission whether I can send it to a few friends, and he said yes. Now, I don't have a mobile phone. I'm not on any social media at all. However, this speech 2 weeks ago was on Hanukkah, during Hanukkah. And Hanukkah is about lights, which are mentioned, but it's also about miracle. Because instead of just one day, the oil which they found, the Maccabees found, lasted for 8 days. Now, I've got my little miracle here, because though I'm not on any social media, don't have a mobile phone, my little speech here seems to have gone viral. I mean, I managed to find 5 platforms. There might be more, but as of yesterday, 10 o'clock in the evening, 832,250 people saw it, which is more than 750,000.
Don't take for the
And
video.
for someone
I'm
who
allowed to, it's
doesn't
free country.
doesn't have
It's
a
free,
phone,
it's free
this is
country.
a miracle. And I would like, if I can have another minute, that I was born during the Holocaust in Budapest. My mother was in hiding. I was born.
I'm basically
very
filming all their
falsely.
faces.
But my mother did
but it's something
write
that
an amazing
genuinely
diary,
does.
very
You're not
detailed
used to
diary.
it. And it's a
That
very
was
sort
my
of
birth
in-your-face
also
thing.
a
Yeah,
lot.
no,
So
this,
while
yeah.
there's no law against it,
Yeah, what I
for
think
some
saying
people,
today.
you've got to appreciate for some people.
No, but it's free country.
And fight that such times like this should never be repeated. Well, I took that on and I've been trying that since I was 13. So the last thing I want to say that 2 weeks ago, 27th of December, it wasn't only Hanukkah, it was also my mother's birthday. So I think there's a bit of a miracle here, a bit of hope, and thank you very much for your attention.
I've just checked, Agnes. It's now over
So the chat now, once
860,000
we do the
views.
conga line, will be no way that happened.
A small miracle. That's fabulous.
No,
Our
guys.
word is getting out all over the world. We have to remember when you see 860,000 views, that's not just in the UK, that's all over the world. And Agnes, a Holocaust survivor, is being seen. Another Jewish anti-Zionist being seen all over the world opposing the genocide.
Sorry, mate.
Excuse me,
Sorry.
To the Met Police, please don't arrest her. Please don't arrest our Jewish anti-Zionist Holocaust survivor. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. Arrest the real criminal, which is Huckabee. Arrest abroad. You could be prosecuted for alleged war crimes. Prosecuted for alleged war crimes. An Israeli was accused of war crimes, smuggled out of Brazil,
Unfortunately, guys,
but
they will
justice pursues him to Argentina.
the protesters have to stay
The
in the
move
tickets in
reinforces
the
our
head.
commitment to
And that will
ending
not happen.
impunity and holding the perpetrators accountable. Justice will prevail, no matter
You might
where
see
they
Banana Man
hide.
tomorrow.
The Israelis smuggled him out of Brazil to Argentina, but even there he was pursued. And in fact, suspects in recent cases, Israeli soldiers have had to flee Cyprus, Sri Lanka, and Thailand to avoid arrest.
So they cannot. What are you going to say about this? Well, the only thing they need to do now is talk about Cyprus is close
bases which are relative to terrorism, so they can no longer be used by the Americans and the Brits helping Israel.
Yes. Close the bases. You know, I think, I'm not quite sure what it is. The U.S. has something like 100 and something bases all around the world.
800.
800, sorry. Yeah, I thought it was 800 bases around the world, policing the world and supporting the genocide in Gaza. And as this woman absolutely insists quite rightly, the British are doing the best they can given how small their arms are now. They're putting a lot of it in to supporting the genocide going on in Gaza, and now they're being called on the fact that they are actually passing information directly to the IDF to help kill babies.
They're bombing Yemen.
And they're bombing Yemen. Thank you. You know, I have one other piece of good news, though. We do have to report. Zara Sultana, a year ago in last January, called for the expulsion of the ambassador. And frankly, John McDonnell finally got some backbone. Now they kicked him out of the Labour Party for a little while. It gave him a bit of backbone. And he called in Parliament this week for a total embargo of Israel and for the expulsion of Hotaveli. Yeah, what took him so long? Good question. So, this is an open mic. You're going to want to hear a lot more from me if you don't come up and talk. And I get very boring. I've got a load of statistics.
Thank you, Sam. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Oh my God, my glasses. That's where my glasses have got to. I can't see a thing. Okay. What, glasses? Oh, it might help. Oh, thank you, Kate. Okay, yes, now I got me a light as well, even better. I'm from Nurses for Palestine. In fact, we call ourselves Nurses for Free Palestine now. And we have a group and we meet every month. And, well, first of all, actually, on the question of the press, I saw that the Guardian, it's extraordinary, had reported that the Lancet, which is a very highly respected medical, reported they've done an inquiry deaths of people in Gaza, and in fact 41% down on what their inquiry has found, and the Guardian has even reported it. Extraordinary. Anyway, so I think that the Lancet may be a publication that health workers should go to. Well, I'm sure they are going to them. Now we had a meeting, in fact, yesterday, and one of the nurses is from Somerset. She's from the RCN. There's somebody from
Pension, isn't he?
And on the Royal Nurses Organisation internationally, you know, they're quite well respected, and we want to put pressure on them to speak out against the genocide, to speak out against, you know, for an arms embargo,
He should be in a pen.
speak out against the Israeli Nurses Association,
which has not said anything about the killing of Palestinian people. You know, and as nurses, that's an absolutely shameful thing to do. Whatever country you're from, we are for, you know, for compassion and for caring. And that is absolutely not what the Israeli nursing organisation is doing. Anyway, we are now, our group is now on Instagram. We are
Roy,
called
can you
Nurses
screen
for Free
record this and send it
Palestine.
to
We're on
Lucy, please?
Instagram.
Thank you.
We are going to be calling ourselves, as I said, Nurses for Free Palestine now. And we're going to the
Presumably,
Royal College of
officer,
Nursing
if he's
has
allowed
a
out here,
congress, like a
allowed
big
in
old
there.
meeting. In
Shouldn't he not be in the pen? Should he not be in there? Could he pan side?
I'm in the pen,
To
all right?
them, we are hoping
Okay.
that they will discuss it. To send it to them this week. And this
There are
weekend.
no conditions saying people have to be inside or outside the pen.
Well, then I think what I will do is I'll go and watch inside.
It's all right.
Come.
Guys, we're going in.
They also, as well as the
No,
As
no.
well as the Royal
No.
College of Nursing having a
Okay.
big old congress
I'll follow you just in case you get anything on you.
every quarter of a year. So we are. Okay, so some of us are going to go to those annual meetings and again put pressure on the Royal College of Nursing. So that's going to be very useful. And we're hoping there's going to be a national march. I think it's not this weekend, but next weekend. It's just round the corner. But we haven't got that yet. We're working on that. If anybody has information
Unfortunately, I know, I can't stop that. I agree, which is why I brought up
I entirely understand.
that he does come out. I'm not going to deny it.
You're the last person.
He does.
Is there no condition like section 14 or anything in place?
Not here, no.
Which I'm shocked about.
Yeah, it's just obviously we assess it. There's no condition.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's what I understand.
It goes well at the moment. So
At the minute.
that's it.
Do not jinx it now.
No, there's no need to put conditions.
Okay.
My name is Anna. I'm the healthcare assistant in a mental health hospital in Southwest London.
Roy, can you clip that and send it to Tusi, please,
And I work
ASAP?
with young people.
Thank you.
They've got like mental health difficulties and struggles of their own. Many of them, and it shouldn't be a surprise, they do stand with the Palestinians. And how do I know that? Because I grew up there in Dutch. When I went some bracelets, which is what you do now. You know, and security report sometimes with the Palestinian flags.
I know. Don't get out of hand now any time.
It is important for the young people.
Roy, I need you to send this to Tusi ASAP. They want to pick off.
They can speak out.
It's going to pick off.
And
We need to send it to our other channel. Sorry guys, get a clip. I'm back now.
One of the main reasons why I come to this